My upbringing was good. My parents were very supportive. I went to a nice small school, elementary, middle, and high school, and I loved sports. I loved gymnastics, basketball, softball. Those were my favorite activities. When I discovered alcohol, I was 14 years old. My friend brought a water bottle full of vodka over to my house for a sleepover, and I drank the entire thing. And that was a glimpse into my future. I didn't touch alcohol again for about 2 years after that. That was the first time I was ever exposed. I rediscovered it in my senior year of high school. At like my after prom parties, everyone had it, so I drank it. It never got out of hand, not until I was about 20 years old. When I was in college, I was a very social drinker. I was blacking out a lot. When I turned 20 and we were in the pandemic, I was drinking about 2 bottles of wine per night, and that's when it really began to progress. The progression was fast. It was like overnight. I was drinking 2 bottles of wine. I cleared my parents' wine cabinet out in about a week, and I was drinking from day to night, and I didn't see a problem with it at the moment. I was able to hide my addiction for a couple months from my family until my mom discovered about 70 wine bottles in my closet, and that's when I was so-called outed, and my family started picking up on the behaviors and my attitudes, and it all started to click for them. In March of 2020, my grandpa passed away from leukemia. And that is something that was really hard for me to deal with. And I turned to alcohol to help cope. And I was drinking so much every night. I was blacking out at home. And after my parents found out, they started to put some rules in place in our house. I was meeting with a substance abuse counselor over Zoom about 3 times a week. I was doing twice a day breathalyzers, and I was drinking through the entire process. The counselor I was seeing ultimately referred me to an inpatient treatment center, which I declined, and I cut ties with her completely. My parents did allow me to still live at home, so I was going out every night, staying out until 6 o'clock in the morning, wreaking havoc on my family. My parents were losing sleep every single night. I would wake up and not know where I was, and that continued for about 2 months until I finally decided to go into treatment, which was through an intervention. In June of 2021, I was admitted to my first inpatient treatment center, and I only lasted 1 week because I had to get emergency surgery to get my colon removed. I was diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease at age 18, and I was not taking my medications due to my alcoholism. And I landed in the hospital for a couple weeks, and the night that I got out, I was drunk. And that continued for about 2 more weeks until I finally started my treatment journey. I found PRC. I was at an inpatient treatment center, and my behavior got me kicked out, and I was sitting at a bus stop in the middle of nowhere with all of my belongings, and they picked up the phone and they came and picked me up at 7 o'clock on a Friday night. My initial thoughts and feelings my first day here at PRC were I was nervous that this time would be like the last, that I would be unsuccessful, that I would continue my bad behavior patterns, and I wouldn't get the help that I need, and I could not have been more wrong. The most unexpected part of my recovery here was working on one-on-one therapy with my therapist and actually achieving the treatment goals that I set for myself. That was something that I was not used to. I always gave up on myself, and it was pretty awesome to see progress being made. The community and group therapy here at PRC has helped tremendously in my own recovery. I was able to build genuine friendships with those who are just like me, and I still keep in touch with a lot of people that I was in treatment with to this day. The most helpful therapy that I experienced here at PRC was my one-on-one therapy. I made a great connection with my therapist, and I felt that she genuinely cared about my success and my recovery, which made it that much easier to pursue my goals in sobriety. My breakthrough here at PRC, I do share with a lot of people that are coming in and they are struggling to see progress within themselves. I showed up for group one morning and somebody told me that I was different. There was a different glow about me. And I had no idea what they meant in the moment. And I went home and I thought about it and I realized that it was the start of my spiritual experience. My spiritual experience was gradual and others noticed it before I did. My thought process had changed. I genuinely was interested in helping others rather than just helping myself and getting what I can out of people. The staff here were such a huge part of my success here at PRC. They genuinely cared about me. They checked in with me. If I was having a bad day, they noticed it. And the love and the attention that is brought onto each individual patient is truly what sets us apart from other treatment centers. I believe what sets us apart from other treatment centers is how community-based we are, hosting a bunch of holiday cookouts to alumni events and meetings like movie nights and Halloween outings. We do pride ourselves based on the community and the connection that we build here, which has helped me personally in so many ways. Since I got sober, my life has done a complete 180, something that I never thought was possible for myself. I have my family back, I have true, genuine friendships, and PRC gave me all of that confidence and the 12-step knowledge to help me out in the real world, which I am forever grateful for. If you're watching this and my story sounds similar to yours, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are people that genuinely want to help you and that care about you. Don't quit before the miracle happens. I am now a behavioral health technician here at Pennsylvania Recovery Center. My own experience through this program has given me the ability to help walk others through it as well. I'm so passionate about it because this is what I believe I was made for, to help other people. I think the only thing that I would say is I've been through many treatment centers before unsuccessfully. I was kicked out of a lot and I came here thinking it would not be any different, and this place truly has saved my life.